Move on.
Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today my vlog is about wheat production. The importance of February in wheat production. That's why February is so crucial when we are talking about the wheat production. We are keep it clear. When I talk about the wheat production, it means I am talking about the age of wheat 80 to 90 days. When wheat is in 80 to 90 days, it will be different in different part of Pakistan because sowing time is on a very vast scale. We start our sowing from right from end of September, October, November, December, and until January, people are going to sow wheat. So actually, I want to describe the 80 to 90, 100 days of wheat. Why are they are so crucial in its production? Keep it clear that at the time, actually wheat is transmitting its vegetative stage towards its reproductive stage. This is very important that in this stage, actually the wheat describe mention that how much yield it's going to produce in future. This is actually stage where we'll have to put all of our energies together to produce its to increase its production so that help it help this plant to produce its maximum yield. It got capacity to produce maximum yield, but we'll have to support it because at that time plant is coming out of fog season, coolness, fog, and frost somewhere into hot season. Season is going to change because spring is about to start in Pakistan. Typical in Central Punjab, where the age of wheat is about 80 to 90 days. Now, when plant is going to shift its vegetative stage, transmit its vegetative stage toward its reproductive stage, what sort of help is required from your part so that it may complete its vegetative stage accurately, very successfully, so that it may produce maximum grain production, which is ultimately our goal. Now, at this stage, you will have to help the plant because it remains in stress since last month or last 40 days because there was fog, there was no sunlight, and there was not a calorie of light they are required for the photosynthesis to produce. So there was stunting type of growth, and this year because the era of fog was very high, intensity was very high. That's why plant was in stunting type of growth, and they cannot continue its maximum activity due to the lack of photosynthesis. So it remained in dormant position. They were in survival position at the stage. The negative due to negative growth, due to lack of light, lack of uptake of nutrients, the plants may remain in stunting type of position, and they try to survive itself from this cruel type of weather because there was hardness, cruelty in weather. Though it's very fine for wheat that is late sowing wheat, not at the first stage of wheat, though it's spotted may a bit, but not fully sport as it spotted the wheat that is late sowing in December, in January, whatsoever there is. So at that time, you must support it because it's coming out of stress. You must have to apply a very fine amino acids along with a rust spray because this at this year the era of fog was very high. Its time period was high and very intensive as well because there was no sunlight single hour in a day. So you have to support it with the rust spray because rust is going to appear when you spray this leaf. Just look at this symptom, this yellowness. These are the symptoms of rust initiation because macula was there. And when there was epidemiology is favorite climate for rust initiation, then it may start. It may because now this epidemiology will motion will go warm up. This is the time, the season will the temperature will gradually rise and the coolness in the night will be there, and this is actually epidemiology for rust to appear on. So that's why we support it with the fungicide spray of very excellent company, nice company. Number of fungicides, rust protecting fungicides are available there. So when you people select your fungicide very carefully, because fungicide are very tricky there, because these fungicide in a compound position, they are very tricky, because whenever they are in compound position and time is over after 1 year, they may infect itself and are useless for rust control. So along with amino acids, rust spray along with, and this is actually time of irrigation, because you are going to last split of urea, single bag urea you must apply it, because you couldn't apply the second bag of urea, which is ultimately required for the wheat production. Apply a bag of urea along with irrigation and a spray of rust fungicide spray, which may control rust, and amino acid, which may introduce its vegetative growth to transmit into reproductive stage, so that plant comfortably may change its vegetative position from one growth stage to a reproductive stage. Now whenever you apply urea, nitrogen in form of urea, and a rust fungicide and amino acids, and followed by, when it may come after fortnightly, after 15 days, you will apply catalyst potash along with nitrogen spray. Catalyst along with nitrogen 2 kg, 2.5 kg per acre, so that there may be 1% solution of nitrogen, not more than that. If you were to apply 4 or 5 6 kg of nitrogen in foliar, and make it cause burning in this plant, it will cause stress in this plant, because this much nitrogen is not cannot be absorbed by the leaves. So 1% solution, that may be 2 to 2.5 kg or 2 to 3 kg. This is sufficient for 1 acre of wheat along with catalyst potash, because that is UFO technology, and you will have to apply it. And at that time, the fertilization stage, the milking stage, the booting stage, you will stay, booting stage will start, and at that time you will apply potash, because potash is ultimately required at booting stage grain formation. So when you will apply potash, urea, rust spray, and catalyst, and keep it clear after that booting stage, when there is fertilization is the grain formation in plant, you will have to again spray it with some rust fungicide, because this year the era of fog was very high, long, and you will have to you will have to two spray of fungicides. Otherwise, rust will appear there, and the production will decrease drastically to half of its potential. So please adopt this sort of technology and keep your wheat grow on its maximum production. Keep it clear that February, when I talk about February, and in word, when wheat is in 80, 90, and 100 days, and after 100 to 10, 20 days, you will have to put all these efforts. 80 to 120 days, you will have to put all these efforts, all these application. Then the wheat yield will increase, inshallah, 20 man per acre. 20 man per acre, 50 man per hectare in all over the world. This is actually the condition, actually the time. That's why February is crucial in central Punjab, that wheat is going to mention its actually production potential. Now it's depend upon you that how much support you give it to achieve its maximum production. Allah Hafiz.